So buying your first home is one of the biggest decisions of your life. But what if I told you that one wrong move could cost you thousands, or worse, leave you stuck in a home you don't really love? The truth is, the purchase of buying a home has changed, and in a market like the Portland metro area, you need to be fully prepared to make the right decisions or risk making the wrong ones. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer in Portland, this is a video for you. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know the exact steps to take to buy your first home and avoid making common mistakes that could cost you big time. So I'm David Backholer, your Portland real estate expert, and I'm here to guide you through the process step by step. Hello, I'm David Backholer, and I specialize in helping people just like you buy, sell, and invest in Portland's real estate market. Now, buying your first home is exciting, but it can also feel a little overwhelming, especially in a market like Portland's. That's why I'm breaking it down into easy to follow steps so you can confidently navigate the process and find the home that's right for you. Okay, step one, and this is critical and one I often see people skip, is knowing your budget. Before you're even ready to start looking at homes, you need to know exactly what you can afford. It's tempting to start browsing listings and fall in love with homes, but if you're not clear on your financials, you could be setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, start by getting pre-approved for a mortgage. This will give you a clear idea on what your monthly payments will look like and how much house you can afford. And trust me, in a competitive market like Portland, being pre-approved shows sellers that you're serious and ready to act. Now, the key things that impact how much you can borrow, but also your interest rate, are going to be your credit score and how much income you have, and also how much you have in debt. And a lender can talk about this in more detail with you, as well as talk through special buyer programs aimed to minimize your down payment. Now, on the topic of down payments, there is a huge misconception here. Many people think they need to save 10% or even as much as 20% of the purchase price when you buy a home. However, many loans have down payment requirements as low as 3.5%, and there are also programs available that can assist with that down payment too. Now, if you need help finding a great lender or want to get started on the pre-approval process, feel free to reach out to me by phone, text, or email. I've helped countless first-time buyers through this, and I'm happy to connect you with the right people and resources. Okay, so step two is to understand the local market. Portland's housing market is unique, and it's important to know what's happening right now. Are home prices rising or stabilizing? How fast are homes selling? And what are the trends in the neighborhoods that you're interested in? Without a clear understanding on the market, you could end up overpaying or missing out on a great deal. Now, as a local real estate expert, I stay on top of the trends and I can help you make sense of it all. If you want a personalized market update for your price range and preferred neighborhoods, just shoot me a text or email and I'll be happy to give you the latest information. Okay, so step three is to define your must-haves. What are the non-negotiables for your new home? Do you need a certain number of bedrooms? Do you want a backyard for your dogs? Or maybe you're focused on a specific neighborhood that fits your required lifestyle. So write down the things you absolutely need, as well as the features that would be nice to have. This will help you stay focused when you're looking at homes, and it's also going to prevent you from wasting time on properties that don't meet your criteria. Now, do remember, Portland has a wide range of neighborhoods, each with its own vibe, so it's important to be clear on what works best for your needs. If you're not sure on what neighborhoods might fit, I can help you narrow down the options based on your lifestyle and your budget too. Okay, so step four, and this is the big one, is to work with the right real estate broker. Buying a home is a complex process, and having an experienced real estate broker on your side can make all the difference. Not just from finding the right properties, but also negotiating the best price. The right agent will guide you through every step of the process. Now, in Portland's competitive market, homes can go incredibly fast, So you need someone who's proactive and knows how to get you the home you want at the best possible price. Now, of course, if you're looking to buy anywhere in the Portland metro area, I would love to be able to help you through that process. And one of the things I like to do is to either sit down with you in person or have a face-to-face call via Zoom and get to know you a little bit better and understand how best I can help you. This is also a good time to see if we're a good fit for each other, because it's important that you work with someone you like and trust to help you on one of the biggest financial decisions of your life. Okay, so step 5, and this is really important, is don't skip the home inspection. Even if you find a home that looks perfect, you need to make sure it doesn't have any hidden issues. The last thing you want is when you move into a new home and find out that it needs some expensive repairs that you didn't budget for. Now, unfortunately, this is where I sometimes see clients making a costly decision and try and save some money by not doing a home inspection. Now, the cost of a home inspection can vary depending on the size, age of the home and location of the property, but you should budget somewhere around $500 to $800 and think of this as a layer of protection. Now, it's important to remember it's your responsibility to fully understand what you're buying and understand the condition of the property, and that's where the home inspection gives you that peace of mind and ensures you're making a smart investment. It's also important to remember that all homes are going to have some defects. It's not uncommon for a home inspector to find over 100 issues on a home, and some can be minor, but there can also be some larger safety concerns too. However, when these issues are found, we can negotiate with the seller to either fix them before closing, or what I see more commonly these days is to adjust the price to cover the cost of repairs once you've taken on the home ownership. Now, when the time comes, I can recommend great home inspectors who will go through every detail of the property to make sure there's no surprises after you move in. Okay, so moving on to step 6, let's be ready to make your offer. Once you've found a home you love, you'll need to act fast, especially in Portland's competitive market. This is where being pre-approved and having a clear understanding of your budget really comes in handy. But here's the thing, it's not just about submitting any offer. You need a strategy to make sure your offer stands out, especially if there's multiple buyers interested in the property. This can involve offering slightly above asking price, adding specific contingencies, or adjusting your terms to appeal to the seller. So with this in mind, it's important we understand specifically what the seller is looking for, because it isn't always about price. For example, it's fairly common for sellers to want to stay in the property for a week or two after closing whilst they're completing the purchase on their next home. As with anything in negotiations, knowing what's important to the other party is half the battle. Now, it's very typical that the right house doesn't stay on the market for long. I've actually had listings where we've accepted an offer the same day the property came on the market. And although that's not the norm, homes going pending in 4 or 5 days does happen very frequently. So waiting until the weekend to see a home might not be the best strategy. Neither will be taking 3 or 4 days to consider if it's the right option for you. Now, to some of you, it might sound scary and make you feel like you need to rush to make a decision that you might regret at a later date. And the best way to get through this is to make sure you do the preparation we talked about throughout this entire video. Have your pre-approval ready. Be familiar with your budget and make sure you have your list of must-haves so you can ensure your decision is logical instead of just emotional. Now, finally, step 7 is closing the deal. Once your offer is accepted, you'll enter the closing process, and this typically takes under 30 days from an accepted offer. Now, during this time, your lender will finalize your loan and you'll complete any remaining paperwork. And before you know it, you'll be holding the keys to your very first home. It's an exciting time, and I'll be there to guide you through every step of the way to make sure the process goes smoothly. Okay, so there you have it. That's the step-by-step guide to buying your first home in the Portland metro area. The process might seem overwhelming, but with the right plan and support every step of the way from your broker, you can find the perfect home and avoid the common pitfalls. Now, if you're ready to start your home buying journey or simply have questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I've helped many first-time buyers find their dream homes, and I'd love to help you too. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, but also helping you with your purchase of your first home.